Hello, guys. Today I'm going to be talking about some important, crucial things to bring with you when buying jewelry such as precious metals or diamonds, etc. And these things are they're going to include things such as tests, um, scanners, things that not necessarily in the ordinary, that they're kind of out of the ordinary of things that are important to bring, and they're crucial that can potentially save you from getting scammed thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars, and for even some people, if they're buying a lot, hundreds of thousands. So, starting off, we got the Scratch Gold Tester Kit. So, not everybody really agrees with this kit, in the sense where sometimes if it's like gold plated stuff, it might test still as if it's real gold, but when you're using this, is that you have to go deep enough where you're not necessarily going too much deep where it's like you can notice it, but to the point where you can actually see what's inside it. And I know there are nowadays they find ways to get around it shows that it's gold, but it's not actually pure gold because they just put copper in the middle of the ring, but they put a thick enough layer of gold or silver, so the scratcher tests like it's real still, but that's another good one. These are all the acids for obviously different carats of gold, and for silver different silvers, and you mix it with the acid, and that's how you pretty much do it. You have to scratch it, put an acid, and then for the whether it's 10 karat, 14 karat, 18 karat, 22 karat, 24 karat for gold, and for silver 925 or 999, you put the fluid that's specific for that metal on the scratcher, and if it's clear, that means it's fake or not real, and if it stays, then it's real. So if it's a clear, if it shows as if nothing is on it, then it's real. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, this is the first thing, but the second thing, which is probably better arguably for a lot of people, is to bring it's like a jewelry scanner. So for a lot of people, this is better to bring because it basically, it is more expensive, but it basically, when you scan the jewelry, it's like, even if they try to put as much a thick or the thinnest amount of copper or whatever, to try to cut corners in the gold to try to give it the least gold possible, this scanner tells you exactly how much gold is there, what carat, what's the purity of the gold. For example, it'll tell you if it's 14 karat, but it even tells you if it's 13.6 karat. It tells you very exact statistics, and it also tells you how much other metals can be in it. For example, if it's 14 karat, it'll tell you how much copper is there, how much nickel, because it's mixed, right? So they'll tell you the other metals that are mixed in with it, and if there's silver, it'll tell you if there's silver. It's basically overall more accurate, and I feel like it's easier for some people to use because you're just pushing a button and hovering over a ring or any jewelry piece for a couple seconds, and it basically will tell you what it is and the information about it, and it tells you if it's obviously real or fake. So that is, for some people, a better option, especially for buying a lot. The scratcher is probably better for buying a smaller item, like a ring or maybe or anything, maybe a ring or a necklace or bracelet, something like a necklace, bracelet, ring, those kind of things. Are probably better with the scratcher because, for example, a ring, it's just small, so you just scratch it and it's no big deal, right? In terms of it's not hard. So with that, for rings or stuff like that, it's better to use probably the scratcher. But if you're buying gold bars, big gold bars, I'm not talking about the ounce bar. I'm talking about kilos. Some people, or silver of kilo bars. Then you don't want to just scratch you don't have time to scratch the whole bar, right? So you just scan over the bar, and then that's a better way for people that are buying in bulk. And then for buying stones, diamonds, such as diamonds, this is what you should not use. This is what you should definitely not use. This has been a trending tester for quite some time on YouTube and stuff. I don't know, and people they used it, and they say they can have fake diamonds and say they're real and use that tester. And this is not just coming from me. A lot of people. This is not even me saying this. Lots of other people have said that this test isn't good. And how it works is basically when you put it on the stone, it's supposed to be from green to, I'm not exactly sure. It's supposed to be the whole thing has to be lit up, and it's supposed to make a beeping, right? But what makes this tester unprofessional is that raise the thing, like the sensitivity, to the point where it's like you can literally put metal, stainless steel, and then you put the sensitivity all the way. It's as long as it touches, it literally, or if you put like cubic zirconias on stainless steel and you put the sensitivity all the way, it literally, as soon as you touch the zirconia, it'll test it as if it's a real diamond. And people will I put that in the video to make it seem like they have a real diamond, which no hate to them, no offense and nothing to them. Like, do your thing, it's fine, but it's just not. It's not gonna be. It's not like you can tell. Like if you have the sensitivity and you touch it, and it goes right away. Then you can tell that it's the knob. It's just. It can be cranked up. It can be turned up so it just does it right away. But if it's down, it can be a little more accurate. But even still, it's still not as accurate as if you were to get a professional tester, which does cost a couple $100. But this is what most jewelers use, which is this diamond tester, which is a far better. I wouldn't say argue. It is pretty. I can confidently say that, or not. Like, I guess I'm not really too much of diamonds. So I don't know. I can't really give it the strongest opinion or the best opinion about like testers. But I would say that this is a decent tester based off what other people say. Like it's a good. It's probably the best tester, one of the better testers you can get for diamonds, and one of the more accurate ones. So basically, this has moissanite, diamond, metal, and then it has a low battery thing. So the low battery thing means that when it glows, it just means it's low battery, right? You have to charge. It has to, it just means it's low battery. And now I don't know if this uses batteries. I don't know how this tester works. To be honest, I don't know if you have to charge it, or I don't know how it works. For metal, it basically just tells you if you're doing metal or not. Like if you're putting the tester on metal, and then the simulate, I believe that means it's fake. Or not a real diamond or stone. This is a diamond tester. So I believe it means that it's either not a real stone or not a diamond. Moissanite just means that it's moissanite. And diamond, if it glows, it means it's diamond, basically. So it tells you if the diamond's real. However, there are certain machines that you can get which are like scanners, which I don't have a picture of right now, but it's like when you scan it. It tells you if it's the natural or non-natural diamond, which is a very good machine, but it is expensive. Not sure how expensive, but I'm pretty sure it is expensive. Probably more than a couple $100 because it is a big machine and it does a lot of things. So I'm assuming it is probably more than a couple $100. But if you could get it for a good price, it is definitely good to get. That's not to probably carry around with you because it is big, but it's good to have in general. Like if you're doing like. I guess to put in, I don't know, wherever you would put it, and then you can test your diamonds that way. Or if you're a jeweler and you have a store, you can put it in the store. And then that's pretty much it. It is very important though that you have these things on hand when you're buying gold or silver or diamonds or just stones, precious stones, because with obviously, with certain things, the scratch test is better with smaller pieces, right? Like smaller, I guess, when you're buying smaller gold or silver pieces, like not as much in bulk. And then the scanner is for when you're buying bars, I guess. And then for the testers, for when you're buying diamonds, this is not good to use. It's because it's not as accurate. And this is better to use and it's more accurate. Like, it's very important that you use these things because, again, they can save you thousands of dollars, right? A cubic zirconia can have the shine. Doesn't mean it can have the shine of a diamond, but to the consumer, as soon as they see a shine, they always assume diamond. Not most people, but people that don't necessarily know too much about diamonds, they will mostly assume diamond because of shine, right? But the truth is that, or I'm pretty sure this. I'm not don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that cubic zirconias actually have a more aggressive shine than diamonds, and diamonds have they have a shine. They still shine, but not as aggressive, not as much, right? So cubic zirconias don't have as much of a shine opposed to diamonds. No, cubic zirconias have more of a shine than diamonds. So to some people, they might get that confused unless they know the diamonds or if they experience that real diamonds and they know the difference. But yeah, overall, these things are all very important to keep either with you or somewhere, especially. Well, they're good to keep when you're buying precious metals or precious stones or whatever. they're very important to keep with you because they can save you thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands depending on how much you're buying. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it informative and important, significant to you buying jewelry, because believe me, it can save you tons of money when you have these things, because you can yeah, you can see it like with, I guess, sometimes with your own eyes if you're good with this stuff, but the tester just really confirms that. Like, for example, if something is not pure, you can't just see that. You have to actually test it. Like for metals and for diamonds, if you see a shine, some people must just assume it's a diamond, right? But these testers really help save people thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And these things you usually use when you're going to, like, I guess, people that are like, if, for example, if you're going to a jeweler, you don't necessarily have to bring it, because if they're like, if they have good reviews and they're verified, like, or not verified, but if they're like good reviews and they have a good reputation, you don't have to worry as much. But this is more for like if you're buying it privately, where you don't really know the person and you don't know like where, like, you know, you just get to have, like, if you're buying it, for example, on eBay, or not necessarily privately, but if you're buying it on eBay or like Amazon, it's that's when it's better to buy it, because you don't know where the product's coming from, right? You don't, like, if you see it in person, it's a little better, but it's still good to have the products with you on hand. So anyway, hope you guys found this video informative, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.